Hello there, ladies and gents, Mr. Chu here, and I'm going to be taking you through Investigation 2 from Section 3.1. We're going to be duplicating an angle using Geogebra. Now if you have Geogebra installed onto your computer already, go ahead and open that up. Otherwise, go ahead and follow me. I'm going to use the Java applet that's on the Geogebra website, geogebra.org. And make sure that you have a new sketch open, Geogebra, and applet starts. If you're following along on the investigation sheet, I'm on the back page looking at Investigation 2, copying an angle. And the first couple things that I want to do is I want to open up a little bit more space. So I'm going to get rid of this algebra view. I'm also going to get rid of this coordinate plane, these axes. So if we click on View, uncheck Axes, that gets rid of that. Then View, Algebra View. That get rid of that. So I'm going to start at step 2, construct array AB and array AC. So using our array tool right here, AB, that looks good. Go ahead and say from point A through point C. That looks good. Let's go ahead and label these though. So if we right click on array AB, show label, that's going to give us there. Array AC, right click, show label. There we go. Now let's go ahead and construct a circle with the center at point A that goes through point B. So here's our circle tool with center through points. Our center, we're going to click on A, and we're going to go through point B. Let's right click on our circle, label that. Next I want to construct a segment AB. So we're going to click on the segment tool, A, B, and if we right click on that, let's show our segment, and that is actually labeled D. I'm going to move that up a little bit just so we don't get confused. So I'm going to click on my move tool, click on D, drag it up over here. So we can call this segment AB or just segment D. Let's now create another point, so using our new point tool, that is at the intersection between this circle C and this ray AC. Now notice that when I scroll and drag my mouse over the circle, it's now bold. If I do the same to the ray, bold as well. But what we want to do is we want to plot the point at the intersection. So both figures must be bold, and that's where we'll plot our point. I'm going to move things over a little bit just because it is a little messy. I'm going to say right there. Now let's go ahead and create a line segment that starts at B and ends at D. Okay, let's move this over a little bit. Line segment B, D, and let's label that as well. So that's going to be segment E. There we go. Next, let's plot another point that is below this ray. So that looks good for me. There's my point E. Now we're going to create a circle with the center at E, but we want our radius to be the length of this segment. So the length of segment D. So if we click on our circle tools, we click on circle with center and radius. Now we click on the center, which is going to be point E, and it's going to prompt us. It's going to ask us what our radius is, and we want our radius to be D, lowercase d. There we go. Now we have two circles there. Let's plot a point on this circle, and that looks good. That's going to be circle F. Point F. Now we're actually going to create circle F. So our circle is going to be at F but our radius is now going to be this segment here, E. So clicking on circle with center and radius, click on F. It's going to ask us for radius, and we want that radius to be E. There we go. Now let's go ahead and construct our rays. So we need a ray through EF. Okay. We also need to plot the point of intersection between these two circles. So the circle with center E, the circle with center F. Notice that they're both bold. That means I'm plotting in the right place. Let's go ahead and create point E through G. Alright. Now let's make sure everything is connected. If we click on our move tool, and let's go ahead and move point C. Now what's supposed to happen is, as I change the magnitude of angle CAB, so CAB, if I'm changing it, if I'm making it wider or narrower, this angle should also do the exact same thing. Let's double check. There we go. That means I'm doing something right. Unfortunately, if yours doesn't look like that, or if it's not way, you did something wrong. So at this point you would stop the video, retrace your steps, and maybe start the video again and start at step 1. Let's go ahead and measure our angles now. So using our angle tool right here, be sure to click the points in a clockwise order. So I'm going to label C, A, B. Okay, that's going to give me that measurement. The idea here is, since we're duplicating an angle, the angle here and here should be congruent. So they should have the same measure. I'm going to go ahead and measure angle F, E, G. And let's move things over a little bit just so we can get a nice picture. Move that down. Alright, 27.97, 27.97. Be different, so don't freak out. Let's just make sure that they are moving together as well. So as I drag point C, alright, I've got 100.36 degrees and 100.36 degrees. If I move it a little again, 29.73, 29.73. Awesome. Almost done. What I need you to do now is write your name. Okay, so insert a text box. My name is Mr. Chu. This is duplicate angle.ggb, and I am in period, well, I'm in period 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it's up to you. Go ahead and click OK. I'm going to move my name around over here. Now you have two options. You can save this file and email it as an attachment to me. You can print it out and turn it in tomorrow. If you were to file, save as, make sure you remember where you save it so you can send the attachment. Or again, you can print it out for me. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you when I